Hey everybody, a little bit of a different topic today. I have this beautiful turntable, Technics SL-1200 Mk5, which is practically in mint condition, except when I raise the tone arm, everything's fine. When I lower it, it stays up, or it goes down very, very slowly, I should say. It doesn't actually stay up, but it takes like a minute to go down. Or if I press on, this thing here, I can have it go down manually. But today we're going to try to fix that. Apparently that's fixed by taking it apart, and somewhere underneath here is some sort of piston sitting in something, and there is some high viscosity silicone oil that's dampening the movement of the tone arm. And after many years, that high viscosity silicone oil gets old and cruddy and sticking. This is apparently a common problem with these. It's also a problem with the whole style lift, or you can height adjustment. But on this unit, my unit here, the height adjustment works just fine, so I'm not touching that. Just the the lifting, the dampening of the lifting. So I'm going to get in there and see how we can fix that. So first we are going to secure the cartridge. Let me remove that somehow. Oh, that's heavy. Well, we'll remove this because it is not needed where we're going. I'm going to put that over here. Nice and safe and upside down. Okay, and let's remove this there. Let's tighten up that. I don't think I need this either. Let's probably remove this. Oh, that's heavy. Nope. Or no, surely I can remove this. Yep, I can. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, and put it aside. Just like so. Now, we have to turn this thing upside down. Well, before that, I got repair instructions from ChatGPT. Apparently, this is a very common issue on the Technics SL-1200. And the good news is that 300K silicone oil is exactly the right viscosity. So we're going to turn it over, but I'm going to find something to secure it with. Okay, here we are on a nice pillow, soft and cushy, to protect the tone arm and everything there. Now I think we have to unscrew the little feet. First, because there are screws underneath. Like so. And then we have to attack all these screws. And we have to be careful because they apparently do not have the same length, all of them. So we need to, okay, these are, I'm going to put them somewhat in order here. Long ones. Yep, same one, same one. Same one. Okay, so the 4 under the feet screws are long. Funny. Okay, what do we do next? How about do the sort of frame ones? I don't know, let's do them counterclockwise starting from 12 o'clock. Okay. Do them like that, you know what, put them upside down so they stay counterclockwise from the 12 o'clock. Just have to remember that, and then I'm good. Oh, it's the same one anyway. Here, these might be different. Not. Maybe not. Nope. They're not. Fabulous. This guy. This guy. Same one. And finally, this guy. Okay, so these were all the same. Nice. And now I have the circle here. Let's do the outside circle. Same thing. Clockwise from 12. I hope I'm not. Oh, these are a little funnier. They have a big. Okay, I'm better. I'll bet you they're all the same here too. Looks like it. It's just a matter of finding a pattern and making sure that you sort of know which ones are which. I'm really psyched about this record player. It's in practically mint condition. It's a Mark 5, meaning it's, actually I don't know what that means other than it's probably from the first decade of the 2000s. Okay, so that's the outside ring. They were all the same. Let's do the inside ring, starting again from noon. Sorry, I had to. These are different. These are not different. They're the same, but let's keep them separate anyway. I guess they have 3 different screws here then. And given the hole size and the built-in sort of washer, it's not that hard to figure out what goes where. As long as you remember that the really long ones go in the... Okay, I think that's it. Let's... Okay, this goes through here, right? So... probably going to move my beautiful assortment of screws over here somewhere where I hopefully don't step on them. And if I do, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's see if we can just somehow pry this thing off. Not sure how it comes off, but I mean, ooh, it's heavy. That's why it's actually quite heavy. Not as heavy as I thought, but it's sitting on these, so I need to loosen these cables, lift that up. Maybe I can just, okay. The innards. Someone was in here with some sort of screwdriver. Okay. This looks lovely. Now I guess we have to attack the this. A couple of screws here. Let's see if we can. Let's remember what this looked like. Well, the cables are facing back, so let's okay, it looks like the I have to open the do that manually. The cables are in the way. So I'm assuming I can just lift this thing somehow. Not get them all the way. I got them all the way. Let me reach over and get some sort of this tweezers too. We'll definitely need to get this thing off. Question is, I have to, okay. This is some sort of snap-on mechanism. I need to get that to unsnap somehow. There we go. Okay. So on this side, it's finicky, but how hard could it be? Okay, unsnapped. Okay, good. That has these little things to go over. What do you call them? Bracket. Okay, so now you have to remember how this sits. Okay, so that one, the little hook faces forward. And then it goes under the cable and then screws on. Okay, so that will protect the cable from being pulled out. This thing now should come out as soon as I get the cable out of the way. Okay, I think we have found the lift. Let me, you know what, let me get under here. See if I can. Okay, that's the lift. Okay. See if I can get the camera over this way. Here. That's what that looks like. And this thing is when I see if I can do it again. Now I'm gonna find the Tonearm. Oh, here it is. Okay, so like that and back, right? So this thing here will move up and down. Presumably there's dampening oil inside here. That's a spring that will pull it back, I'm guessing. Okay, so I'll have to change my camera mount here, so bear with me. I'll be back. Okay, so it looks like when I move the Tonearm lift, this thing moves, which moves here. This is the sort of some sort of piston that sort of slides inside and the spring will pull up. So we need to take this what do you call that? I can't remember what you call these things. But we need to take that off and the spring, and then we need to clean that with isopropanol. And yeah, that should be, and then reapply, I guess, a little drop of, okay, let's figure out how we can get this off. Something like, spring has the, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's sort of loose. I don't want to fly off, so I'm trying to hold down the spring. Guess I'm holding. And it, that spring went straight in my face. But luckily, I was in the way, so it didn't fly into the mess behind the camera. Okay, so now we have this piston that allegedly should go up and down somewhat. Okay, I can pull it up here. I guess that's the same as pushing the tone up. So we need to just clean that off. Okay, let me go and get some supplies. Okay, I'm back with the supplies. One of the supply is 99% isopropyl. I always call it isopropanol. I don't know, maybe that's a foreign version of it. Anyhow, and a bunch of cotton swabs. So I'm gonna try to clean this thing off. I'm gonna try to lift it first. Pour out a little amount. Just put that there. Here, a little cap of that. Okay. Let's see if I can get hold of the actual dampening lift here. What's on the other side? It's a little awkward. Let me try not to spill the... Okay, I just want to clean around it. Get the gunk out. Settle. Yeah, it's definitely moving easier now. I think that was it. Oh, sorry. It seemed like I got anything out. I mean, it's a little dirty, but not dirty. And again, I'm not sure what it's supposed to look like. I am going to, you know what, I'm gonna turn the table over. Yes, I can do that, even though it is attached to, you know, I'm gonna probably, okay, I'm gonna do the awkward work of getting this out. I'm getting the cable that is coming through like here. So if I turn this over, the fact that there are two that I'm going to swap them over, they can be awkward. So I'm going to just take one out and hope I remember to put that back. But if I don't remember that, I just have to do it again because there's no way to really get there. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this thing over. You know, I'll have to get the camera out of the way, so I'll be back. Okay, I turned it over, and now I have the lift mechanism here. I can turn it down. There's no spring in it now, right? We took that out. But it still feels kind of pushy, dampening-y. So I don't think, well, lifting it, it doesn't feel like it's particularly stuck, but it certainly still have dampening in it, which means that we didn't clean everything out, and I'm probably not quite understanding what I'm supposed to clean out. It looks like it must be more than just that little piece of the shaft there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back at this, and I kind of think I have to get this out, this piston here, because I need to clean out the inside. It's clearly not enough movement, so I can clean the gunk out of this. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do that, and then I'll be back. So we're back here, and according to the instructions that I arguably used AI for, so who knows, this thing is supposed to either have a set screw somewhere or one of those clips that apparently is very finicky, and there is something under here, and there's just no freaking way I can get to that. So I am thinking it actually feels much less stiff now than before. So if I just, let me push on it here. Where are you? Okay, so I can move this up and down. Oh, sorry. There we go. So we're talking about this guy, right? It rises and lowers. I'm going to just give it a little more love with the alcohol, because it's not stuck, right? It's just slow. So maybe I don't have to get it out. Maybe it'll work if I just clean it off a little bit on the visible part here. And that's gonna make it just go a little better. So now that that's done, I'm gonna see if I can get this spring back on. So, let me find the tweezers. Okay, here's the spring. It actually looks like it's a little smaller on this side than on this side, which means it has a direction. I'm just putting it back like so. My little fucker. And now we're gonna have to somehow, this is when, if you have small hands, you're better off. I do not have small hands. I remember my biology teacher in 7th and 8th grade had the biggest hands. Oh fuck, I dropped it. Okay. I'm sure it's down there somewhere. You know what, I think, oh no, did I drop it all the way? I dropped it all the way. Oh no, I didn't. Ha, it's right here. Fantastic. Well, I mean, it's in there somewhere, so it's not like it's going anywhere. Just more to disassemble. I will bugger. Ha! Okay. Well, wait, what was I talking about? My teacher in biology. I can't. Oh, big hands. That was it, yes. Okay. Let's try that again. Maybe if I can. You know what? I just have to get a good grip on this little dumb thing. Like that, maybe? Okay, so press down on the springs. No. Oh, flying spring found its way back. Lovely. Fabulous. Okay, how do I? Oh, maybe like that. Maybe not. Okay. I have no good way of gripping this, so I'm just going to go with my biology teacher hands again. I always kind of felt that he was really old and ancient, but thinking back, he was probably younger than what I am now. Okay, let's clip this little. Why aren't you coming? Okay, click, back on. Lovely, spring is there. Okay, looks good. The spring is not stuck or anything, I think. Let's make sure. No, looks good. And this thing is on like flint. Or is it flint? I don't know. Is it in like flint? In like flint? I don't know, I guess if it's a detective. Okay, let's turn this thing over. I'm gonna actually sort of prop things back together temporarily. Is that the ground wire? Yeah. Okay. Fine. It just has to sit. You just have to get back in the hole. Okay. You know what? Let me amount. I don't want to move this too much. Oh shoot, I spilled my alcohol, but not the first time alcohol has been spilled in here, I'll tell you that. Okay, okay, like so. Okay, so let's see if we can get this back. Cable's out of the way. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just not going to do that because now we're faced with this stupid cable again. So I'm just going to see if I can gently do this without mucking up my wife's beautiful pillowcase. Okay. In order to do this properly, I have to modify the camera a little. How about like that? See that? Yes, you do. Okay, let's put this stylus. Let's lift this. Put the stylus back on. Beautiful. Okay, so now, you know what? It lowers perfectly dampened. You guys see that? So this was a fix without actually fixing everything. I just fixed it enough so that it works. But that's perfect because it's not like I'm gonna sell it or anything. It's my beautiful player. It just needs to work. So with that, I am going to flip it back over again, put the cable harness, right, I have to do that. Okay, so let's, I think, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so I really just, it wasn't super bad. And just to show, this thing is also a little tight, but it works just fine. And I'm not going to touch that. So, because that's another one that apparently suffers from stuck dampening oil on these old ones. Okay, down, down, click. Turn over. Beauty. Okay, I'm gonna put these things back here, but I'm going to oh, you can't even see that. So I'm gonna readjust the camera and be back in a minute. Okay, we are back. Let's see if we can put this thing back together again. I guess we start by, let me make sure that everything is fine in here before I, come on, you little snickerdoodle. Okay, this is on, I didn't unscrew anything else. Okay, let's get this one through like that. Make sure the grounding wire follows along. Okay, now we have some sort of trick. If I just could, oh wait, this has to be this way, right? Yes. I think it's pretty much going to be like this. And then this thing goes on top of that, clipping things into place. Okay, so let's run with that. Oh. Okay, let's, you know, I'm gonna, where's my screwdriver? There, okay. I need light here. I think this one was straight. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so screw, screw, and a screw. one. I'm not over tightening until, well, I'm not over tightening it period, but I'm not tightening it until all of them are in. Good job. Get it to, there we go. Okay, that seems reasonable. Fantastic. Okay, now let's get this one. Did this one have screws? No, those screws come from here. I see. Okay. So now, do these fall out? Oh, they do fall out. Okay, I'm going to take these screws out. Because this thing snaps on here. Once the... okay, that's exactly where the... okay, now I get it. These have to follow along. I don't want to squeeze the cable more than... wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was holding the flashlight in my mouth, but I got it to clickety click. So now secured. Oh, what? Well, I guess we captured the moment when the batteries run out. Well, that's down a little. Next one. Down a little. Secure. Secure. Tighten and tighten. Okay. That's nice. Now we have to... I promised I would not forget, and I won't. So we want to thread this thing back. So now I probably should have a workbench that is not completely covered in things. Okay, good to go. I don't see any components that I forgot about. Let's see if we can get these things out enough to close it up. There we go. Okay, now we basically just have to do things in reverse order, not messing up where the screws go. Okay, where did the screws go? Oh, they're over here. I didn't step on them. Fantastic. My little tray. Okay, which way is good? Why don't we do it in exactly reverse order? We have inner. Put a little at the, where's my screwdriver? Here's my screwdriver. Well, if we want to do exactly the reverse, we just do clockwise from whatever's after 12 or noon, as it were. So maybe a little shameful that I couldn't figure out how to fully fix this problem, and by fully fix I mean clean out all the old junk or gunk and apply the new beautiful, my little grip. I'm gonna thread it. Oh, there we go. All the old gunk and apply just a little nice piece. Did I close it carefully? Yes, I did. carefully apply the new silicone oil, 300K, some viscosity measurement, C something CSU, CXS, something CTS, whatever. Okay, let's move on to the outer. No, that's the ring. Okay, these, okay. Yes, because they're large. Putting things back together is always fun. Well, actually, it's probably the least fun. That's my dear parents cursed as I grew up. Always taking everything apart, but never putting anything back together again, because it wasn't as fun. And now, I guess I really want this thing to work well, so it becomes sort of fun to have it in better condition than it was when I started it. I guess that's always a successful metric. Beautiful day today in Marin County, California, which is my transplanted home. Frick. I grew up in Sweden, the front side of Sweden, Gothenburg, which would explain my accent and my Moomin Troll cup. Okay, we are on the rim. Almost there. One. There's a lot of screws in this thing, but I guess it was really made for DJs on the road, being very, very robust. And it is an amazing machine. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Two more, and then we're off to the feet. Okay, one more. Okay, next time, remind me to just use my electric thing, but I kind of like screwing things back together so you can feel the torque. It's nice. You know, this is probably the wrong. Doesn't feel like I'm burping very well. Let me find another one. Why did I put everything? Oh, here's a big one. I wonder if that works. No, that's even worse. Yeah, let's just do this. As the feet will be on top of it, they can't really go anywhere, so. And this machine is not going on the road. This machine is staying in my hi-fi area. It's not really hi-fi, just my vinyl. Or I get to play vintage Rush records and such. Anything I liked before 1984 or something when I got a CD player. 5 maybe. I think the last LP I bought was in 87. Well, I mean until it came back. Okay, let's put these guys back. Whew, this is so So dampened. I love it. Mm-hmm. About 3 feet. Okay, here we go. Last foot. Now I'm going to turn it over, but I have to turn off this first. Okay, we're back. Let's put this party together again. Where's the center? There's the center. In, go on. Then this beauty. And then this double beauty. And then I have to get a little cartridge on. Perfect. Get the weight off, lift up and down, up and down. So yeah, I'm going to say that I'm rather pleased with how that worked out. The tone arm will lower itself when I drop that thing, and that's really all I need. Great, looking forward to playing some LPs. Okay, bye now.